We're going to have it again at some point.
And I just also say that there's a significant portion of time where people are off screen, and when you're off screen, you can be moving and warming up so that you don't you're not cold for the next part. Okay? All right.
Yes.
Ready? Okay. Coco starts on screen. Nicole and Mina start off screen. Coco begins a solo. Loosey goosey body. A little off-centered. Bloopy and woozy. The weight sloshes like mild waves in the ocean. The currents move back and forth. The currents are like prayers. Prayers to be kind to yourself. Prayers to be kind to others. And that's all to be done right now. We move with our non-closure, our sloshing. We allow the idea that everything will fall apart, will break down, will separate to integrate again. And the new moon brings in a new tide. End. Coco exits off screen. Nicole moves on screen. Nicole starts a solo. Loosey goosey body. A little off-centered, bloopy and woozy. The weight sloshes like mild waves in the ocean. The currents of back and forth are like prayers. Prayers to be kind to yourself. Prayers to be kind to others. And that's all to be done right now. We move with our non-closure, our sloshing. We let the idea that everything will fall apart, everything will break down, everything will separate to integrate again. And the new moon brings in a new tide. And Nicole moves off screen, Mina moves on screen, and Mina starts a solo. Loosey goosey body. A little off-centered, bloopy and woozy. The weight sloshes like mild waves in the ocean. The currents of back and forth are like prayers. Prayers to be kind to yourself. Prayers to be kind to others. And that's all to be done right now. We move with our non-closure, our sloshing. And we sit with the idea that everything will fall apart, everything will break down, everything will separate to integrate again. And the new moon brings in a new tide. end. Mina stays on screen and moves closer to the camera. Nicole and Coco move on screen and closer to the camera. And we all take a moment to see each other. And together, we say end.
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 Yay, thank you, Noelle.
Oh my God.
Ew. Sorry, I gotta mute my work team thing. Sorry.
Bloop.
Okay.
Floopy.
Loopy.
That was actually from the free write from last night.
Oh, cool. One of the ones I recorded is that too. Awesome, you guys.
Wow. I like
That was
that one. Let's
I really love us very much.
I love us too. Will you please record that one so I can listen to it and then dance with everybody while
Yeah.
they're in their solos?
Yeah, put yourself in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun to do, like live though, too. To watch it.
Well, I'm like teary-eyed today. It's making me
Me
cry. Oh. All right, kids. Thank you for that. Huh?
Let's do another one. Let's do
More.
Okay, so do you want to do all of them in a row now? The other four, or you want to do like one and stop and one and stop?
Oh no.
Maybe stop.
Yeah. Let's honor each one as its own thing.
Okay. So then the next one we'll do is Nicole's Love Guts.
Love guts. Hell yeah.
Let's do a sound. Well, I'll just play it, and let's just do it. If for some reason it doesn't work, we'll stop. Okay. Here we go. And Love Guts.
Everyone, place yourself so that you are on the right side of your screen and you have space around you. We will now collect a few things. 2 foci, or focus, 3 movements, and 1 word. So we're going to make clear choices and then we can change them later if we please. So first, find 2 shapes with different foci, 1 indirect and 1 direct. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, remember those. Now let's find 3 movements. 1 that is very start-stop. And now 1 that feels very tense, feels tense, tense, tense. And a 3rd one in which you feel release. Look toward the screen as you repeat your 3 movements to get them into your body. Start, stop, tense, and release. Start, stop, tense, and release. Noelle, as you continue to do yours, try to simultaneously see and memorize what I am doing. See, as you repeat your movements, try to memorize Mina's. Mina, as you do yours, try to learn Noelle's. And as I repeat mine, I will try and learn C's. Start, stop, tense, release. Start, stop, tense, release. Now do both your start, stop, tense, release and the person's you are watching. Just try and try to keep it going. Everyone start to slow down gradually until you stop completely. Move to the left side of your screen with the indirect focus shape. And go to the right side of your screen with the direct shape. Now put your mouth very close to the camera and say one word. Everyone now please get
Sunshine.
low.
Sheep.
Breathe deeply. And float away from the screen or upstage. Face a direction now that is not the screen. And imagine twisting something that is far away from you with the mind of your guts. Just let that movement play out a little. Take your time. Twist something far away from you with the mind of your guts. Imagine layering love onto the limbs of your body. For the next 30 seconds or so, while we move simultaneously, twisting something from far away, all guts and love layering. C, watch Mina. Mina, watch Noel. Noel, watch me, and I'll watch C. Each moving in our own way, simultaneously. Trees like bodies, ringing minutely. Something in the mind of the guts. As ringing ends, expand as if you are water and soak everything. All of your body filled with tide washing through your insides, washing you about the space, coming out of your eyes, your whole body, the whole room, moving as the sea. Send gratitude out to the person you were watching. Lay down, touching a wall or a shoe or something, a plant, something that will stay where it is. Pull back the focus so that you can imagine the structure of all things in your home connecting. The floor and you are in this field of connection. C and Mina stand. Me and Noel will walk out of frame. Smile.
Noel, unmute yourself.
Sorry. Hang on, hang on.
Now, everyone stand facing away from the screen.
Sorry, I have these all in one playlist
That's cool.
and separate them.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving these.
Yeah. I need to write just a little bit. Can we just have a 1 minute break? I just want to write some words.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I gotta get my book.
I'm having a genuinely good time. Just want you to-
This is so wild.
Ugh.
I don't want to should we just save it till the end?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. Next one. I love it. These are all nice and long too. They're nice and chunky. So here we go with the next one. I wonder if I can. Give me 2 seconds. All right, it's all by itself. It's not going to go into the next one. Here we go.
Noelle, unmute yourself. Now, everyone stand facing away from the screen. Fingers tap out messages on your lower back as you slowly bend and stretch the knees. Nicole releases the fingers from her back to slide them down and to grab the back of her thighs. Coco and Noelle do jumping jacks in a circle and slowly transition into statues of Greek goddesses. Everyone come to your screen. Noelle puts her eyes to the camera and blinks deliberately and with varying speed and intensity. Nicole puts her ear to the camera. Coco puts her mouth to the camera and pretends to whisper something provocative while Mina narrates the scene. Every time she asks me to do something, I know it's going to be weird and laborious. But I'm her buddy. That's what buddies do. Am I right? Ugh. Slowly melt to the floor and stay low as you move off camera. Nicole begins to walk slowly into the space with her pelvis leading and her arms creating curved shapes in space until she finds center stage. Nicole, your solo is a laundry list of small, non-contortion contortions. tiny bendings and stretchings of the body and body parts that are of no real consequence. This solo goes on for a while. Coco and Noel pace back and forth, crisscrossing the space and turning your head to watch Nicole's solo as you walk. You have two choices of things you say out loud during these crisscrossings. Either Nicole, no, or Nicole, yes, whichever seems most fitting.
Nicole, yes.
Nicole, yes.
Nicole, yes.
Yes. Nicole, no. Nicole,
Okay.
yes. Nicole, no.
After you've made a few passes, you begin your solo. It is both classical and feral. You determine the equation as you develop the solo, but both of these elements must exist simultaneously, classical and feral. This solo will take some time. Noel, you're still doing your walking passes, and now you simply add Coco to the pattern, saying Coco yes or Coco no. You know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Solos.
Yes, yes. Coco, yes. Yes, Coco.
Mina begins to whisper narration again. Everyone stay on task. Every time she asks me to do
Coco. No, Coco. Yes, Coco.
laborious, but I'm her buddy.
Yes, Nicole. Yes, Coco. No, Nicole. No, Coco. Yes, Nicole.
And Nicole allow their solos to gently exit them off stage. Noel, when you notice that they're gone, your solo begins, which is a simple retelling of what you remember from Coco and Nicole's solos. Whatever remnants you can grasp get retold through your body. And you continue to comment on these choices as you make them. Nicole, no. Nicole, yes. Coco, no. Coco, yes. Noel, no. Noel, yes. This is your solo, and it will take some time.
Yes, Coco.
Coco and Nicole, bring your faces close to the screen to watch Noel's solo.
Yes, Nicole. No, Noel.
Well, in a moment, you're going to hear Coco and Nicole talking to you. Take your time fulfilling their request. You respond when you're good and ready. Until then, there's this classical, feral, non-contortion contortion solo that you're building from memory, and it's the most important thing you can do right now. Coco and Nicole, unmute yourselves and gently, in a whisper, try to get Noel's attention. You're trying to get her to stop her solo and join you at the screen, but you can't tell her to stop or come to the screen. You can use all the words you know except stop and screen.
Noel, look over here. Look over here at us, Noel. I want to tell you something really cool. Don't you want to sit in your chair? Isn't
When
there a chair
Noel
somewhere over
finally
there?
makes it to the screen, everyone mute themselves.
I don't think Coco can mute herself. Because then we can't hear it.
Your ear to the camera. Coco, get your mouth close to the camera and pretend to whisper a somber ending to a long, exhausting journey while Mina narrates. every time she asks me to do something, I'm grateful. Secretly, I cherish every moment of her telling me what she wants me to do. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like a dream she's having that I'm also having at the same time. And she's my buddy. And that's what buddies do. Am I right?
Sorry about that. I totally forgot that I can't mute myself.
That was so cool.
Gosh.
Basically, she brought Noelle back to blinking and you back to doing, Nicole, you back to doing something and me back to the mouth. It was your ear, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we.
Okay, this is why we're doing this, because we're learning, right? Like what really is, like what are the boundaries
Right.
for choreographing in this method, right?
So
Like
that-
if you want to use voices, if you want, you know, like how direction unfolds, like this is amazing.
Also, somehow I got the sound to come through my TV today. It never comes through my TV. So you're probably hearing it through a tunnel. Like Nicole said earlier, it sounds a little tunnely. So that also reminded me that I just probably need to switch over to iTunes or whatever, you know? But is it okay for right now if I just leave it?
Me, yeah, sounds fine to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys can hear it.
Can I just say one thing? I know we're saving for the end, just one thing, which is that what's so satisfying too about these right now is that we maybe this is arguable, but from my perspective, we would have never been able to get to this place without all the other stuff that we've done. Do you know what I mean? Like it's all felt like it's helped build up to like us being able to feel like, oh, this, you know, this possibility, which feels so satisfying.
I know. I wasn't quite ready for this either. I was like, let's just keep doing the old stuff. But you're right. It's like, oh, it has it all in it. Like it's all in there. I love our choreographic minds as well. I love them all.
I'm excited to watch this one. It feels quite different, but the same.
Uh-huh. I know. Ah,
Another one.
another one. Okay. Here we go.
Mina and Nicole begin an arm duet with Nicole leading and Mina following. Coco and Noelle back as far away from your screens as possible so that only a portion of your body is visible. Subtle postural shifts are your domain. The arm duet causes approaches and retreats. The bending of them frames particular still lifes. Coco and Noelle re-enter the scene with bobbing heads and bending knees. Leading and following stops, and all begin a marionette performance. This performance brings everyone to the right side of their space. Then it takes a brief turn and heads to the left side. A perfect marionette posture reveals itself. And a huge whoosh of air breaks all strings at once. Coco, Mina, and Noelle get close to your screens and position your heads in profile. Nicole does whatever the freedom from the strings inspires. The profile heads begin to cover and reveal Nicole's actions until they each leave the scene. Nicole begins a process of sitting and lounging and sitting and lounging as Noelle, Mina, and Coco tilt and lean and upright themselves in a series of short zigzags through their rooms. New scene. Everyone finds another to follow in a new opportunity to find connection. Who is leading? Who is following? Find another person to follow or realize that you are a leader in this moment. Take the next few moments to attempt unison. Don't rush or push. Just observe this convergence taking place. Everything stops abruptly. A new unison action comes to life. Slowly, this all diverges, and streams of thought show up in everyone's shoulders. The arms and legs provide commentary. Mina and Noelle continue. Coco and Nicole strike out on their own and start an unmuted observational conversation about what they see, mimicking, mirroring, shadowing, illuminating it all.
I see shoulders shimmying and
Yeah, same. I
there's
see your
holding.
beautiful forehead is like thing that I know. I see the stripes on Noelle's shirt and her ponytail, pigtails,
Mina's glasses.
Streams of
just
thought from their
matched her
conversation
socks.
like your
begin
hand
to
when you go like
consume
this.
what Mina and Noelle are doing.
Always talking with your hands. I remember that a lot.
Yeah, the shoulders are still making commentary and thoughts. The heads are switching a lot, like left and right and left and right. And there's like,
It's like, what's that red thing back there? Is that like a dress or what?
I don't know. But there's
Everything
I
comes
see
to
this
a collision
shift.
free halt. All settle in to a close up profile shot of an ear and a hairline.
That's it.
Yeah.
Whew.
You all right?
You did, yeah.
Marionettes.
Right?
I really love this a lot.
That unison stuff I could just do forever.
Oh,
Shit.
If you're just real, like if we just had a couple of hours just to do that, right? Like, oh my God, there it is. Ah, there it went. Oh my God, there it is. It's like, smoke some weed, have a cocktail, and just do unison. Like,
Yeah.
hey.
Hi.
Okay, let's just get through let's do the last one. There's one more from Nicole.
Okay.
This one's called Badoo Badoo. Let me go back to
Sunshine Head.
Sunshine Head. BI Sunshine Head. Okay, here we go.
A dance of little solos. When it's not your solo, you can mirror back in tiny gestures some of what you see. Coco, you are first. Imagine yourself waking up. Let each movement you do pass through the center of your heart. As you stretch and move through your heart, shake off any water droplets or dew that may have settled on you. As you move, imagine the sun shining out of your eyes to light the skies, the grass, the animals, and you. Shine your sunshine eyes on your feet as they begin a dance that could wake the dead. Wake them to celebrate. Now we will all join Coco with joyful feet and sunshine beams. Okay, Noelle, it's your turn. Shine your sunshine eyes on your spine. They may have to shine backwards through your insides, and allow the spine to be like a time-lapse tree, growing rings and leaves. Imagine rain falling down your throat to water the tree, its roots in your pelvis and your feet. Shine your sunshine eyes on your feet as they begin your dance that could wake the dead. Now we all join you to celebrate and honor who has been. Nina, now you. A slippery dance with sunshine in your head. Let your sunshine shoot out your ears. And like lasers, the beams orient your position as you take up all the space you can, sliding and slippery, exploring upside down and inside out, moving your head to calibrate through the ears. Celebrate the light in your head, the living and the dead. We all join you now, sunshine shooting out our eyes and out our ears, our feet moving through these laser-like beams in a joyful romp for lives that have been. My turn now. Sunshine beams out my mouth, filling all the space between the back of my throat and tip of the tongue, leading me by the teeth and jaw through swirls of space and time, dripping, now pouring, now raging beams of light spreading in and out my mouth. My mouth illuminates my feet, and you all join me as we shine bright the light on the living things in the room. Each cell, each follicle, each moment of you celebrating with those who are beyond. Everyone now come through the center of your heart. As if waking, stretch and shake off any water droplets or dew or emotions that may have settled on you.
Perfect finale for this show. That one right there, perfect finale.
You said show.
This wasn't an hour-long concert. What the fuck was it? I mean,
No,
it's- I'm sweating.
yeah.
I'm wearing a costume. I mean, look, come on now.
Oh my God.
God.
Do we need
That was amazing.
do we need a 2-minute right, or we want to just talk, or?
Sunshine Head, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sunshine Head, yeah.
Sunshine Head, yeah. I'll put them all up into the drive folder. Probably tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow before I get to it because I got to go to work. So, and I got to bring my sunshine head with me to work. Is the problem? That's the the pivotal instruction. So.
Also, I felt like your directive for me in Sunshine Head was somehow me. Like I was like, oh, this is the perfect way that I would want to do Sunshine Head. How did she know? I know you're getting to know me, so you might just be like, this is how Mina moves. But it was wild. I was like, oh, this is exactly the way I would want laser beams out my ear for my, I mean, it was perfect. It was like this really perfect moment. Super smart.
Yeah, that's something I've been feeling as we've been kind of continuing the work, that the work is evolving and growing because I am becoming more familiar with like aesthetic choices or just the actual way I perceive your body to move through a camera. And that's like just intrinsically part of where my curiosities are taking me with it.
Yeah.
What was the one with the with my who did my solo with the contortion, not contortions? Was that Mina's? Yeah. I felt that way after that. I was like, this is this is what I want to do. Like this is how I want to be, and this is like she knows me already. Yeah.
And and this is what's interesting too, is it the author of the words, sort of the knowledge of the mover, and or plus is it the mover knowing the author of the words? Do you see what I'm saying? Like that the aesthetics, the understanding, the familiarity of the aesthetics goes both ways, not just from the person making the words to the movement, but to the mover being able to relate to the words. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
It's a chicken or egg situation, right?
Right.
In a sense.
Because we, like, you created those words, like you said me, and then said the word. So I was feeding that before it came out. Like you all were like your spine, looking through your insides to your spine, Noelle. The whole time I was like talking, writing that, I was just imagining what you were going to be doing, you know, like I was in my imagination seeing you doing that. I don't know if I didn't see you doing that, but you know, some of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this kind of goes back to, it's kind of the little mirror image, but you know, the first time I sent Mina a text with a written out dance in it was so that she could read it and imagine me performing for her. Right? It was like a gift. So it's kind of, I think, the same thing. We're sort of, we're carving out these things that we, I think, intuitively love about each other, right? And like being able to watch it and being able to see it come to life. Also, just I know that I just love to see us directly confront challenges, like just not even like personality or kind of aesthetic driven things. It's like, how are we going to each kind of confront this little challenge? And it really does, you can see kind of the essence of us kind of like bubble to the surface, trying to figure these things out. And I think that's really part of it too. It's this, what do we want, man? Like, what do we want? What do we want to see? What do we want to do? What do we want to provide to each other as space, as in, to allow that person to have a great fucking time?
I think that's what makes this so powerful, which is that now, because we're doing this, what we call stage design or whatever, it's making our expectations about relationships that much more explicit. Whereas before, the instructions could kind of be like, maybe this is just your own exploration or inquiry or whatever, but now it's like, you know, it's like you are relating to everyone else. Like it's just putting it right out there. And I think that's what also makes it feel like, I don't know, more connected or whatever.
I wrote after the first one, and this is so simple. I was like, I wrote, this is a revolution, what for me, in that it's totally new for me. Even after 40 some odd years of being, you know, in the dancing kind of thing, doing the dancing, you know, and being a part of every fucking permutation of every kind of improvisational score you can think of. My assumptions, what I thought that I knew about this, I don't know. This is, even though it has obviously like foundational things about improvisation in it. The way that it's scripted, composed, like kind of organized, we're here on these screens, the way it's ultimately born out in the body and in this choreographic structure, the experience of it is brand new. Like, I only feel little tiny remnants of a history of like my own training or ideas about things. It really does feel like I'm a baby, like trying to kind of toddle around and figure this thing out. I can't rely on almost, I feel like I can't rely on things my body knows already. It's
Do you
having,
have a sense of why that is?
I don't know. Do you guys feel that at all? I mean, I feel like, by ballet coming through sometimes, or, these kind of modern release technique things coming through, but like, I'm not relying on, there's something else at work in the vocabulary derivation that I go to use old things and they don't work in some ways for me. They're not working anymore. I'm having to kind of figure out other ways of physicalizing, which feels really good.
I was thinking about that exact thing earlier, and I think, Noelle, you brought up like, what do I do with the cognitive overload, or like, what do I do with and I think this gets us to the point where like in the, so I was just at this conference, the Mind and Life Institute, and it's all about like neuroscientists and shit. And there's that cognitive overload where you get someone to a place where they're overloaded with information or tasks, and then something new has to happen because your brain can't do what it knows. It gets you out of the pattern because of the overload. And I was thinking about that earlier when I was thinking about your questions and stuff, and that this gets me. I think that's one of the things that is feels new about this, or gets at something that feels revolutionary or new. And I think for me, it's also like my regular body, my habits of dancing have been gone for years already. Like, it's not just because of COVID, it's like my body is very different. Maybe not, but it's different already. But I think a lot of it is because of that cognitive overload, and we're trying to like navigate this stream of information that doesn't call upon anything that we know already. We're agential in our fucking neuroplasticity right now, dicks. It's awesome.
What does that mean? What does agential mean?
We're agents. Like we are controlling our own neuroplasticity. We're activating it ourselves. Like, we're agents in it.
Yeah. It's not being done to us.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, because we're doing it to each other, but us as a collective, we're doing it.
Yeah, I think that might be maybe the kind of unspoken juice, topic about this is that it's, especially these stage directions. I mean, it is completely like, I had this overwhelming nostalgia of being a performer, like being on stage and like being responsible for this thing that's, it was like, oh God, I'm responsible for a part, it was like, I got really excited. Yeah. And then also kind of the elation that it's at this point, it's built to be broken, to be, like I'm responsible for it kind of being held together, but I'm also responsible for kind of like shaking it up a little bit. And this practice brings all these dichotomies or all these kinds of paradoxes into play. You know, playful, serious, responsibility, rebellion, you know, like construction, destruction, all these things are being allowed to us. You know, they're, and it makes me giddy. And I think mostly because it's the whole time I'm physicalizing, my intellect is engaged, like to some great degree, that I haven't had to give over my intellect to something else. It's like riding right there alongside the action. That feels really good. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like there's no sacrifice to, and I won't say technique, but like there's a technical, like follow the direction, a technical aspect to it, but it's so imaginative at the same time. And then it's all in this little womb of like altruism, which is fucking sweet, you know?
I know. I love these. I don't know. I have like, I now that I saw mine kind of play out, I'm like, whoa, okay. It's kind of see where things, just like when you're building in a room together, you're like, okay, that didn't quite work out, or ooh, that worked really well, or so.
Well, my recommendation for next week is, I mean, this is what I want to do. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want. But I would like to take my script and revise it based on what I saw today. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to spend some time crafting it in a way that I think is more accessible here, or works for me as a creator and works for you as a dancer. Like, I would like to know, just like if we were really in rehearsals for a piece, like it's exactly what I do. Like, I would take a look at it, decide what I want to change, blah, blah, blah. So I would love an opportunity to be able to present it again. If you
Yeah,
guys are cool
that
with
sounds
that.
great.
I like that, because me too. I feel like, oh, that was a great first shot, but it'd be really fun to kind of go back and tinker with it and take some different kinds of chances.
Yes.
Cool. Oh my God.
I'm so hot. God, I'm
This
so hot. for it.
is like so crazy.
I can't wait to watch this. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to
I know.
watch it.
Well, it's going to be tomorrow, so you get the link. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I love you guys. I have to go to work.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Thanks for doing this. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.